She kind of, I think, gets frustrated a little bit when people don't understand her game, but expect to see her if the opportunity presents itself. One, that's very, very submission hungry, straight in there.
Yeah, from the Polaris matches, we also just saw how incredibly tough she is.
Yeah, she likes to fight from turtle. She likes to attack kimuras and leg locks from turtle. That is the game. So we could see, if Gabby does get on top at any point, we could see Joanna give up a position that for most people traditionally would look bad. And Gabby looking really uncomfortable as she tries to roll out of this heel hook attempt. And roll out is the correct word there.
And that's a significant defense required for a submission attempt so far.
Yeah, and they won't. I mean, you got to think when someone rolls out of a submission, you got to almost count it higher than a sort of the highest value submission attempt that you can get to encourage people not to do that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously IBJJF, this would earn you 2 points.
2 points, yeah.
And a reset. So hand fighting here in Gabby's closed guard. Joanna doing a great job keeping the elbows in, but Gabby climbing a nice high guard as well. Again, we've seen a lot of this evening.
Have can opener action from Joanna on top there.
Again, the triangle of the legs here is going to be very hard for Joanna to pass, but I do think it limits your ability to attack from the bottom. Yeah,
I mean, I'd say I don't like it, but the reality is I don't think I've ever met someone I had the ability to do it on. But I do feel that it's almost a lockdown of the closed guard. It's a position that is more secure in holding your opponent, but doesn't give you any ability to open up the legs and attack stuff. So if someone's in a body triangle on me, I'm quite happy and I feel like I'm safe. I'm not going to be, no legs are going to be thrown up to attack. And a Nogi Ezekiel being attempted from inside of or underneath guard here. I mean, Joanna is known for unorthodox grappling, but you can definitely chalk this one down as unorthodox from Schuck underneath.
I mean, would you say that was a submission attempt that would
I'd say that is a push. That is a push. I think when you're looking at submission attempts, you have to look at how much is invested in the submission attempts. And when someone, it would be the equivalent of, say, sticking two hands loosely in a collar and going for a quote-unquote.
Yeah.
I mean, like, would this be counted as a submission attempt? I don't think you can really... There's no investment in it. When something's so easy, you can't just give it the same amount as if you were throwing the legs up for a triangle and risking a guard pass or sitting backwards for an arm bar and getting reversed, something like that.
Yeah, and if you haven't got the effortful defense from the opponent either. Oh, considering an arm bar attack there, I think, from Gabby when Joanna decided to stand up, but quickly back to her knees.
Now, Joanna had a lot of success with that heel hook attempt. It did look, I mean, I think I spotted a couple of grimaces on the face of Gabby. So, I mean, I was just about to say, if these legs open, I expect Joanna to sit back for the legs, but I was waffling so much I didn't get it out in time. Such a shame.
I mean, some people just chuck the legs over in that closed guard position anyway, don't they?
Putting the pressure on that heel again. Gabby looking pretty cool and collected as she throws on a leg lock of her own. Joanna is super tough. It's going to be very difficult to finish her.
Yeah, she's high
with
in
something
the position.
like this, and a twisting footlock attempted, but
with no
zero
control.
Zero control.
I mean, she's still on it. It's still bending. She's forcing her to roll.
I mean, that I would class as a submission attempt, but not of the same gravitas as the heel hook that we saw very early in the match. But okay, now here is that turtle position that I was talking about. Expect to see rolling through for knee bars. Expect to see her tying up kimuras.
She does. She has the
and you can already see that hand on the back.
That she could roll over.
And I think, I can't quite see this angle, but I don't know whether she's tied up a kimura grip on that side, very, very loose past the elbow there. But this is the sort of stuff that this is Joanna's game.
This is her, yeah.
There we go, there's the kimura.
Interesting.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just unfortunate that she attempted similar things against Elizabeth Clay.
Yeah.
Maybe one of the best female grapplers of all time. I mean, I think statistically the greatest submission artist currently in jiu-jitsu. An unbelievable ratio of submissions to matches. So I actually think that this rule set plays to Joanna's game much better than the Polaris rule set, where she is just hunting submissions. That's what she does. Of course,
okay, this is a little more convincing here from
definitely
Gabby.
more convincing.
Yeah. And again, rolling off the mats.
I'd still say not as... I mean, now it's starting to get really close. I think 2 looser attempts by Gabby, a really deep attempt by Joanna. I'd still give the edge to Joanna for my money, but, I mean, it's really all to play for at this point, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we've still got 4 minutes, 20 seconds
Yeah,
to
plenty
go.
of time.
I think they both sort of started to open up some of the gaps in the game, and where the, you know, if you can get to these positions again and force these rolls, you're going to start racking up some points, aren't you? Yeah, she was going to say she's got the saddle position there.
Straight
and
footlock versus heel hook here. Back to the turtle position. This looks so defensive. It's so hard to get past our programming as jiu-jitsu people to think that this is a defensive position, but for Joanna, she...
and not really somewhere that you usually hang around, you know. It should be transitional, that you're recovering back to a guard, but this, here we go.
Kimura again here. Now, what I'd like to see is Joanna throw her hips out to that side and sort of take a top half guard or top side control position even. Almost tying up the legs, readying herself up to a switch to a leg lock, but still holding on to that Kimura. And, of course, the risk with the Kimura is that you expose your back. It's something that we see in MMA all the time. Someone's wrestling, the person's getting behind them, they lock up a Kimura and they get their back taken. But, you know, this is not a desperate Kimura attempt from Joanna. This is her game. So she's going to know very well how to deal with the various counters to what she's doing.
Grabby doing well with the crab right positions though, not giving up the knee inside. I mean, we have moved from that position now, but...
Yeah, Gabby is doing a very good job of protecting those those heels from these outside heel hook positions that Joanna's throwing at her. You can see holding with the right arm there, keeping that heel tucked in nice and close to Joanna's body.
Yeah, I think Gabby would usually try and lock this up in the triangle here, but obviously not being able to do that as holding onto the foot, but still could expose her heel in this position.
Yeah, the arm's acting as like a leg mini right now.
And now she has the space to lock it up.
And I think we might see Joanna try and unlock these legs and attack a knee bar potentially. She can move her hips to around her left-hand side.
Looks like she's going for a toe hold.
Yeah, it did look like she was considering it. It's not quite the right angle.
I mean, not a huge amount of time left on the clock. 2 minutes, and I mean, you got to think Joanna's just edging this with submission attempts.
I don't know.
Do you not? Do you not reckon?
Sure. I think because
I mean,
even
I think
though
it
they
could
were
go
loose,
either way. Yeah,
Gabby
they
did
are
have the
loose.
2 rollouts, but
That's
they are
true.
2 of them. I think.
But I don't feel like the twisting footlocks were as locked in as that heel hook.
No, but I guess is it
Still submission
quantity
attempts,
over
yeah,
quality?
definitely.
Yeah. Interesting, but
Well,
yeah,
thank God
minute
we're
20
not
to go.
judges.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you guys think?
Just turn
What did
to
you
the
put?
audience. And,
Yeah.
They say we go pure gladiator
I mean,
style.
this is a
We turn to the
potential-
audience and we see thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
phone a friend. I don't know.
50-50.
50-50. Oh.
Take a shot.
Oh, that's good. That's the first time tonight I've been happy to hear 50-50. Another heel hook attempt here by Joanna. Not super deep. I mean, Gabby, since that first heel hook attempt, Gabby's been so smart on defending these, hasn't she?
Yeah. Is that a straight? We got a straight footlock here.
No, it looks like she's still trying to get that heel hook. Gabby's face looking like she's...
But finishing in this position is going to go in her favour.
Yeah.
Although Gabby's
This is
also attacking on the other side.
Yeah, but yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
Oh,
Whose
this is
face
going to be
is
interesting.
grimacing more, I think.
Yeah.
Good extension on that.
This is a really close match.
Yeah. Just last few seconds, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be the judges scoring this one now.
Joanna with the hands up and go on. Who do you reckon, Sam?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
I do think it could go to Joanna, but also...
Do you know what? The reality is whoever wins this, you can't really argue that much. For me personally, Joanna's edged it, but Gabby, you know, 2 rollouts on those twisting footlock attempts, it's going to be super close.
And we've got the replay. We can see the toe hold from Gabby, which caused a bit of a rollout. Again, pretty loose, but still caused a rollout. She did have the knee inside. Lock up, and Joanna just managed to escape. And this is the kind of like the double footlock position that we ended up in the last few seconds of the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by split decision is in favour of the blue corner, Gabriele Schuck.